Welcome back to An Accidental Retiree. And this is week 4 of my 90-day novel experience. And here we are on week 4, and here we go on the vlog for this week. Well, I'm starting this week's vlog off on time on Monday. I didn't work formally on my writing during the weekend, but I did research. I researched publishing, formatting, finding agents, just a bunch of different things, and listened to different videos on writing and thought about it and all kinds of stuff. And today I was able to work on some settings, so I did that. And then I did a prayer time because I just wanted to after before I finished my final bits of scenes that I was going to put in the book. And lo and behold, when I did my pendulum, it suggested, because I was struggling with, I was going to be the person telling the story. And I was a little kid. And I don't know if that's going to really work with readers. So I'm going to try starting the story in a way different place. And it's going to be really my grandma's story during that time. And through her eyes, all the things that was happening to me and stuff. So it's going to be a little bit deeper. And the themes are still the same. And I think it's going to be a little bit better novel doing it that way. I mean, I just felt like an aha. That's going to be a better hook. It's going to, better development. However, I don't know how I'm going to be really using this journal. I'm going to use it to some degree, but I've got it. I'm going to have to type up my characters. I'm going to have to add a few characters in, and it's, and I think this format for developing characters is a good idea because you don't want to get it too confusing. But the idea that it's going to be 90 days and I'm going to be done July 5th, that's not happening. Maybe August 5th, maybe, So I'm shooting for starting the meat of the writing on the 5th and going forward, but we'll see. And, I've told you all along, I'm using the 90-day guide, but I'm not expecting it to take 90 days because I just know with everything that I'm doing in my life, it's just not likely. But, we'll see. Who knows? Maybe I'll have some really good days of writing and I'll get into a good flow. I'm proud of myself for, making time every day, pretty much Monday through Friday, doing something that's related to writing. Even if it's listening to videos and researching, I think it's feasible, especially where I'm at now. The writing world has changed a lot. You used to be able to send to the publisher directly your first 3 chapters or short stories and so on. And I had them rejected and all that kind of stuff. Now it's the big thing. If you're going to be published in the mainstream media, you need to have a book agent. And I was looking at the cost of self-publishing. I don't know. I was kind of almost like, why am I doing this? Because I'm not going to be able to afford it probably. We have so many other expenses that money's going to be better served to be used for. But I told myself, well, don't stop. Just keep going. And, if it's meant to be published, it'll be published. The thing is that you'll get it written. And we'll see. And, that's the thing. And I could have several books done and then, look for publishers and so on and self-publish, which I kind of like that idea better. I think it's going to be actually more cost effective to do that. But we'll see. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to keep writing and keep working at it. And I want you to know that it's not something I just picked up. I did this before. I worked as a teacher. I submitted children's stories and got rejected. I took writing courses. I did, so this isn't like, I'm just, decided at 64 I'm going to be a writer. No, I've been writing all along, just not taking the time to write down my novel and be serious about it. And I was serious before, but now I'm more serious about it in terms of getting it written, but I'm not like, I don't have big dreams that I'm going to be successful. I mean, it would be nice, but I don't, you know, I'm kind of like, the way my life has been, I usually don't turn out very successful at anything, no matter how hard I try. So, you know, and that's kind of what's going on in this book, really, in a way, but not really. That's not the point of the story. And anyway, it's going to be much better, and it's definitely going to be more fictionalized because it's going to be my grandmother telling the story. Of course, my grandmother fictionalized, you know, but somebody that's inspired. The character's going to be inspired by my grandmother because, you know, it's obviously going to be fiction because I have no idea. You know, so I know her, but, you know, she's been dead for years. I mean, we're talking 1988, so over 30 years, so, you know. But I just felt like, yeah, that's the way to go. So, anyway, I'm going to be doing another video, so you're going to see this outfit in a video. The other one that I thought I was going to be doing something I don't think I did do a video with that outfit that day. It's kind of like this where I lost my steam, but I have some things to do in unboxing. I'm going to come back, you know the drill. I have 6 minutes of today, and then, you know, maybe it'll be a minute or two some other day of the week. Maybe I won't get to vlog until Friday. We'll see. I'll try to do a little bit every day because I'm going to be trying to work a little bit every day on this novel, and I might actually start the writing process. So, and that's what I'm kind of been doing is research on formatting, and I want to make sure I have, you know, how big the margins are and all that kind of stuff. So the nuts and bolts of it. And I've decided I'm going to use Word rather than use, I think. I don't know. I may decide to buy I have to do, that's another part of this week is doing that research too. So I'm going to be finishing up on the, you know, sketching out chapters and so on a little bit, and what the bare minimum of what I need to do to actually start writing, because I really want to start writing this because that makes more sense to me. I don't know. I'll be keeping track. I'll make notes. I'll use that, but I don't know if I'll use it as religiously as they want. I never do, but I'm not really great with journals at all. Not structured ones anyway, and I don't know. I always lose interest in a journal. That's kind of how I am, but I'm going to keep at this so that I finish the book. That's what I'm doing. And I'm, you know, it's like, I know that if you do something a month, then you will, you know, keep that habit, likely, for a while anyway. So I am trying to do that. And so we're going on 4 weeks of setting time aside for writing, and, you know, it may not be regular, but it's time aside. So better than the 0 I was doing before. So there's that. Anyway, see you in the next. Well, I meant to update you on Wednesday. Much prettier top on, and my hair was a little bit nicer, but well, I still have a sunny yellow top on, and this is 5/5, and I finished doing my writing for today, and I wanted to tell you about where I'm at. I am now on the act part, and on Tuesday I went through and I looked at the characters a little bit more, and since I changed up things, going back in time further, I had to add some characters. So I've got those. I still have to really hone in on developing some characters, and I've got to type all of my characters up now so that they're easier to access, because I'm finding flipping through this is kind of tough as I go through the acts. And I have Act 2 to sketch out yet, but I think I'm probably going to bullet point my Chapter 1 outline, and I may even get started writing sometime soon. I might write this weekend. I might break my code. We'll see, because I'm getting kind of excited about it now. But I have all of Act 1 ready to go, and that's a lot of chapters really for Act 1. So I have a lot that I can work on. And, you know, and I'm really thinking more, you know, like what I initially had is probably going to be close to the end, the Act 3 part. So maybe a little bit of Act 2. So there we go. And so that's the thing. So anyway, that's what's going on. And then I will give another vlog segment tomorrow, hopefully with my progress tomorrow. And then I'll be putting this up. So that's it for today. So another segment here. This is actually Saturday, and I'm going to talk about Friday. Friday, I did a lot of thought process, and I did a little research on late 1940s homes when I found out that my great-grandfather died in 1948. And so my grandparents probably moved in 49, 50, which is about what I thought. And so I'm good on that, but I'm kind of looking at, they lived in a home I never saw at that point in time. So I'm trying to, and that's where my action is going to start. So I am trying to imagine looking at homes of that time, what the kitchen might have looked at. And I'm actually going to probably be inspired by a recent episode of Curiosity Inc., where they did a clear out of a home that's in the right era. So maybe I'll use that as sort of what it looked like, or think back to my great aunt's home, because that might have been about the same period too. So I might look that up too on Ancestry. So I'm doing a little bit of research as I get into the actual writing process of this first chapter, because like I said, this is fiction. It might be based on or inspired by events in my family and characters in my life and characters in my family's life and so on, but it's not exactly it at all. And, and sometimes, you'd have too many characters, so you have to combine them a little bit. So that's where, you're getting into your crafting your fiction. So that's what I'm working on, and what I did yesterday, which is kind of a background research and thought process, which is necessary to do at this point, because I'm going to be writing 10 years of things that I was not alive for. So I'm going to have to, do a little history research here. So it's definitely not going to take, it's going to be more than 90 days, but, it's an outline of what, we're working on, and it's to keep moving me forward. So I'm thinking of the 90-day writing as starting yesterday, the 5th of May, and going on and moving forward, even though I did a lot of pre-writing in April. So that's where we're at, and I'm still in the pre-writing stage of it, but if I'm finished with this book August 5th, I'm going to be super happy. Even if it's September 5th, I'm going to be super happy, but it will get done. And I'm working on it, and it's helping me to keep going. And hey, I might be done by July 5th. I don't know. We'll see. We're still in the early days, even though we're still pre-planning, and I'm getting a little bit nervous because I didn't get as far as I wanted. It's going to be a better book than it would have been. I also talked to my son last night about some of the things I was worried about, about once it's finished, and, he kind of was reassuring, because he'll help me with certain parts of it. I might hire him to do it, but, we were talking about this, and, he was talking about how first novels should be this way. So he's a great advisor, and, it's kind of cool that my family is supportive of me and my endeavors. So that's cool too. So anyway, this is Saturday. This will go up sometime soon, I'm hoping. I'm just going to have to check on the edits and so on. So it's the last segment, but this was for discussion of what I did on Friday. Today I'm working on getting that room ready for my grandson, and I'm getting anxious about that getting done. So I'm not sure how much I'll get done next week. A little. We'll work a little, but the main thing is I've got to get that done. So at least ready to be done. Anyway, so I'm going to stop this segment and then close out the video. So that last segment, I talked about what I did Friday, but I also did some of that research on Thursday too. So it was kind of a 2-day of research thing. Anyway, so I'm always working on it. It's just some days not as much as others. So if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time for week 5, which will be starting on Monday. And I don't know how far I'll get because I have the room project to do, and I've got to really focus that, and we're planting plants, and I'm making jewelry and doing all kinds of other content things I'm catching up on, but we will be getting it in, and once all those things are done, I can just focus on this a little more, and of course my jewelry making for fun. So until next time, thank you for watching, and God bless.